If you're following the ketogenic diet or just maintaining a healthy lifestyle in general, keeping an eye on your carbohydrate intake is key. Over the next few minutes, I will be going over some very simple and quick condiment and salad dressing recipes that can help you cut down on your sugar intake. This is Dr. Atika and welcome to the Controlled Living Experience. We're going to start off this video by making one of the most basic and popular condiments, that is ketchup, because it has the capacity to elevate any snack. Regardless of the fact if you're following keto diet or not, if you've ever had a chance to look at the ingredients on a ketchup bottle, you're going to realize that it has an insane amount of sugar in it. So that's why I always make my own, so at least it gives me some kind of sense as to the sugar intake for myself and my family. From the list you can actually see it's just a lot of basic pantry items that you would definitely have on hand. I start off with 6 packs of tomato paste. I don't really go for any particular brand, just whatever's on discount that day in the supermarket. To that I add 1 liter of water, 2 cups of erythritol, some white vinegar, 4 teaspoons of salt, and for all of my cooking I use the Himalayan salt, so that's what you're going to be seeing in the videos. Some onion powder, garlic powder, and Dijon mustards along with some ground cloves. Now the one item that I do add is some hot paprika. I find that it gives a really nice smoky touch to the flavor. You can actually adjust the heat to your liking, but for this recipe I think 1 teaspoon of paprika is enough that my child and myself, everyone in the family can handle it. Once the mixture has reached a boiling point, just set it on medium to low heat and let it simmer for 20 to 30 minutes and just wait for it to thicken. Once it's thickened and reached a consistency that's to your liking, just let it cool down before you start putting it in jars. Now here, any time that I'm going to start making my condiments, I give the jars and the lids a quick steam or a boil just to ensure that they have a longer shelf life. However, they just last in the fridge for maximum like 2 weeks and then they get consumed over this time. This one might be a surprise to you, but I promise that learning to make mayonnaise is going to be a game changer for you. To start with, you need some very basic pantry items: 2 whole eggs, Dijon mustard, some lemon juice, salt, vinegar, and 2 cups of oil. The key to this recipe is actually picking the oil. You do not need to bring in your extra virgin olive oil or something very expensive. You need to go with something which is bland and not that flavorful, as in depth of flavor or smokiness. You can just use canola oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, or even olive pomace oil, which does not have a depth of flavor. The second key factor is choosing the right container. As you can see, I chose something narrow and deep so that when I added all of the ingredients, the most dense items, they sunk to the bottom, and I put my immersion blender in the bottom and I did not raise the blender until the 3/4 of the bottom was already well blended and creamy. After that, feel free to make sure that all of it is nice and homogenized. It maximally takes like maybe 2 to 3 minutes of blending, and as you can see, the consistency and the flavor of this mayonnaise is just amazing, and you have just created the base for so many sauces and dressings that you would be amazed. The very first modification I make to this amazingly delicious mayonnaise is garlic aioli. The key ingredient to this recipe is the roasted garlic. Now I always keep some rosemary roasted garlic in the pantry, and I can do a separate video to show you how that's done. Very simple. However, if you're in a rush, you just take 2 whole heads of garlic, wrap them up in aluminum foil and put them on low heat into the oven for like 15 to 20 minutes until it's nice and soft. Now you can add this roasted garlic to a cup of mayonnaise that you just made, along with some lemon juice, salt, cayenne pepper, and Worcestershire sauce. Just blend it with your hand blender until it's really nice and has a smooth consistency. This tip can easily last in the fridge for around 2 weeks and really enhances the flavor of all kinds of fried and barbecue meats and kebabs, and I'm sure you're going to love it. Having multiple dressing options really enhances your salad game. It really helps to incorporate more greens and vegetables into your weekly meal plan. So let's start off with the Thousand Island dressing. We're going to be using the mayonnaise and ketchup that we just prepared, and to that we're going to be adding some chopped gherkins. I do my own pickles, and that could be a separate video. I can show you how I do a keto version. And to that I will add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Just blend all of these ingredients together and enjoy it with any kind of salad. It is just going to be amazing. Now moving on to the next staple item in my fridge, it is the ranch sauce. You're going to start off with some basic ingredients like the mayonnaise that we just made, some Greek yogurt, dried dill weed, dried parsley, some onion and garlic powder, some salt, black pepper, fresh squeezed lemon juice, which you can adjust to 4 to 6 tablespoons according to your taste. Go ahead and dump it all together in a mixing bowl and give it a good whisk. There's no science behind it. You can just keep on tasting the salt and the lemon juice, because it needs to have a perfect salty to sour balance, and that's it. You're good to go. What I found is the best accompaniment to this ranch sauce are just sticks of cucumber, carrots, and celery. The best snack that you can ever have. Now, if you're not a fan of creamy salad dressings, this recipe is perfect for you. Again, it uses some very basic pantry items like olive oil, balsamic, lemon juice, Dijon mustard, salt, and pepper. Very quick to make, and in this scenario I would suggest to bring out your best olive oil, extra virgin olive oil with balsamic vinegar. Just put all the ingredients in a small container or a bottle and give it a good shake. It lasts 2 to 3 days on a counter and like more than a week in the fridge. All you have to do is just give it a good shake before every use, and everyone will love it, guaranteed. The next recipe is a wonderful sweet and sour treat, and you are going to be blown away by the delicacy of the flavor. All you need is some olive oil, Dijon mustard, white vinegar, and a teaspoon of erythritol or stevia, whatever you have on hand. Go ahead and add all of the ingredients to any bottle or container, and then just give it a good shake, and just make sure that you shake it before every use. This is going to be the most wonderful sweet and sour delicate taste you will ever find. And even if you have nothing in the fridge, just some cucumbers or just some lettuce, even drizzling this on top of that is going to be a treat. Now this segment is just about meal prep in general. I'm a working mom, so I do all of my meal preps over the weekend, and the containers that I use, they are at least 2 serving sizes for adults. So I have at least 6 or 7 serving sizes in the fridge available at all times. The only reason I'm showing you how I do my salad prep is because, as you can see, the basic ingredients are very simple. I'll create the same salad bowl in 3 different portions. However, each time I'm going to be using a different salad dressing, which just changes the whole flavor and just gives me a bit of a variety and keeps me from getting bored during the week. All of these items that I prepared today, they were a part of an extensive menu that I had meal prepped over the weekend. There were several different kinds of salad dressings and condiments, roasted carrots, keto lasagna, different salad varieties, chicken Korean style barbecue, and kebab. Thank you very much for watching, and I really hope that you get inspired by this video. Please let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of these recipes, and thank you for stopping by.